We're going to switch gears here because it is that time again when Time magazine picks the most influential people of the year. The magazine awarded the K-pop group BTS the Times Person of the Year. They just released their short list this morning. President-elect Joe Biden is one of the 4 possible contenders. President Trump also on the short list. Up next is the movement for racial justice, which was sparked by the tragic killing of George Floyd. And finally, frontline healthcare workers and Dr. Anthony Fauci. The Person of the Year will be announced tonight on NBC. Wow. Erica, who do you think is going to be the Person of the Year?
I think it goes between frontline workers and Black Lives Matter movement. Now, I do believe that it may be the Black Lives Matter movement because I believe that the true culmination of frontline workers and healthcare workers is going to happen in 2021. But this movement was the catalyst for so many changes in our society at a time when we were in crisis. So the idea that we started to prioritize the systemic and ingrained racism and injustice in this country during a time that we were in crisis really started to move the needle in terms of where this country can go.
Me?
Who would you pick for Athlete of the Year?
I mean, Entertainer of the Year, I'm going to go Rock because he's so inspirational. I love him.
Yes.
Entertainer of the Year, and I hate to jump on the bandwagon, but he is, you're not Michael Jordan, but you are the greatest. LeBron James,
okay.
Man. What he does off the court, what he deals with, what he does on the court for his team, for the cities that he's in, all the athletes for doing what they're doing, living in a bubble, being away for our entertainment, and then we have something to say about them. LeBron, man, you're the greatest, buddy.
And especially, Tori, what LeBron did for voting, right? He and a few other NBA players, they made sure that there were huge stadiums available for people to vote. He made sure that he enlisted, I believe 44,000 was the number of volunteers to come in, young volunteers, because our older generation was nervous to come be pollsters and work at the polls given COVID. So he literally helped people get out there and vote. But I would add Naomi Osaka to the list, too, because not only is she the #1 tennis star, not only did she win Person of the Year or Athlete of the Year for Sports Illustrated, but there, to Erica's point, she made sure that she was also an activist. She showed up to protests. She wore the Breonna Taylor face mask. She wore Elijah McClain face mask. A lot of people didn't even know Elijah McClain's name until she finally wore that mask and people started Googling Elijah McClain.
I agree. I completely agree. The one thing I think is what started this all, that's George Floyd. I think George Floyd is 2020 wrapped up in a visual image, and he means something different to each person, but he spoke to all of us at one point, and I think he is the most influential person of 2020.